Hello, and today I'll be taking you through how to blow up your tricep growth. So we're going to be going through three different heads of the tricep: the long head, lateral head, and the medial head. As you can see, I've got some nice little pictures there for you to just visualize, but I'll be going through them, so don't worry. As well, don't take anything I say as scientific fact or the perfect formula for building muscle. This is just through my own experiences, but I'm going to be going through it quite fast, so feel free to pause the video. Let's go. First up, the most important head, the long head. For this, I would do some sort of tricep extension, preferably over the head to get a better stretch. And you need to be putting emphasis on this because you can see it from the back, side and front of the body. So as you can see on Arnold here, you've got the front double bicep, and underneath the bicep, that muscle there is the long head of the tricep mostly. That's what makes your arms actually look big. And yeah, it's the biggest muscle in your tricep. And due to the growth of the overhead tricep extension, like I was mentioning before, 1.5 times growth in some cases, favouring the long head. And we've got some demonstration on how to do the overhead tricep press. But in the future, if you want, I will go through on shorts and I will show you all how to do that. Next up, we got the lateral head. And for this I'll do dips, mainly for the growth, but also for a little bit of calisthenics movements, like I was talking about in my previous video. But it's important because it's the muscle that connects the shoulder to the tricep almost. So it gives you that like full looking arm, like almost as if your shoulder and tricep are one. And it makes your shoulders pop more in coherency with that. So by getting this bigger, your shoulders are going to look bigger, so it's all just a positive effect on your whole body. And also, if you're going to do the dips like I'm suggesting, as you can see on the right side here, we've got how to do it for triceps and for chest. I do personally do it for chest because I want to grow my lower chest right now, but if I was just aiming for tricep growth, you definitely want to be doing the tricep emphasis version, which is where you have an upright torso, narrow grip and elbow in like tightly, not like flaring your elbows outwards. Like I said before, they will work the long head, but that's just a bonus. So you're going to be training the lateral head and the long head, and with most of these exercises, people think, oh yeah, this just trains this head. No, everything to do with anything moving your tricep will train everything. It's just a different ratio of how much you train in each one. As you can see, it's smaller than the long head, but it is still visible from the side. So this guy here, it's that like above the R shape almost on the tricep when you flex it. Also, if you can't do dips, just do sitting like chair dips. It's completely fine. You just build yourself up with resistance bands or a assisted dip machine. Everyone starts somewhere. Next, least important but still obviously important, medial head. So for this I would do skull crushers. I would do less emphasis on this, mainly because it gets trained in other stuff like bench press and overhead press anyways, and it's not the most important head of the tricep. But this will be trained, like I said before, it'll be trained in the other movements also. So adding up the dips and adding up the overhead tricep extension, it's going to be training it a little bit. So this is just the finish off, because the skull crushers, I'm not gonna lie, they do train every single head of the tricep, but I use skull crushers mainly as my strength exercise for my tricep, less growth, but it still will perfectly hit all three heads and especially the medial head. And you can see how to perform the skull crusher. Once again, I'll go through that on shorts if you want me to. And it is less visible, it is the smallest one, but it is very important.